Hello everyone, it's Curtis Watson back in Railroads Online. In the last episode, we built out the yard and engine facilities in the little town of Depotville. And in this episode, we're going to continue laying track, this time to the sawmill. So if we come down here to the end of track, you will notice, I'll actually ignore this switch here, it's a secret tool that will help us later. Memes. Anyway, what was I saying? This. You'll notice our grading crews have done a little bit of scouting ahead. How much scouting ahead? I can't tell you. But, if we just do this is my patented Watson method of laying track. All we got to do is grab some new track and run all the way over here and link it up to this. And there we go. We have another section of track ready to go. And we just got to do that until we get to the sawmill. Alright, so spoiler alert, the grading crews went this way. We might see a little bit of that, but we're not going to worry about what's over here today. We've got to build the start of our logging branch. So we're going to come off somewhere around here. There's going to be a junction. We're going to serve the sawmill. There's a log pond and the platform where we pick up processed material. So we got to build some kind of interchange or a yard here. And then we're going to build kind of this way and loop up until we get to the logging camp. So that is our objective for today. So I think right here would be a good place to park this switch. We'll demolish this, and we'll go ahead and lay the rest of our main line to the next groundwork. Woo! Flying is a little finicky, not gonna lie. But this worked out pretty well. Great, curve doesn't look too sharp. Okay, so this will be Sawmill Junction. It's currently lined, it doesn't really matter where it's lined, but I'm going to line it for the main, just in case. You never know. So let me see here. I'm going to take to the skies for a moment, because that's exactly what railroaders did back in the day. They just flew to see where they'd be laying track. Wow, that is loud. Okay, I might have to lower game audio there, but there's the sawmill. And our track crews have laid a couple of tracks here and there just to show where things are going to go. I can't help but notice we've got a giant hill right here. So the tracks are going to come in from this direction. I think maybe they'll kind of hug the bottom of this hill. Then they'll branch off to the log pond, into the loading platform, and then maybe this way, because that's the logging camp is over there. You could just kind of barely see it where my crosshair is. But I also want kind of a yard complex here, somewhere we can put freight cars. So let me see here. Maybe we'll have a crossover for the track right here. And a kind of a Y configuration. It might make more sense when I actually get to putting it down, but yeah, I think that's the move. That's what we're gonna do. We'll start this. So that's a 0% grade. I like that. Okay, yeah, too far. So I'll bring it back this way. Oh, nice. It's still only 1%. Okay, we'll bring that track to there. Let me see here. I think I'm going to have another switch right here. Or maybe over here? Yeah, right here is good. There, I can hear myself though. So, switch here. Yeah, we'll have a crossover here. Actually, now that I look at it, I think the switch is too far ahead. So, oh, well, didn't mean to do that. Didn't need to. Okay, put the switch here. Now if we lay some track to right about here, we can build a crossover. Well, that doesn't look ideal. Okay, so we need to redo that. Actually, now that I think about it, I can just do this. And then, let me see here. Crossover. There. And then we get to here. Now that's not too significant of a gradient, and it does line up pretty well. And I want to bring it up hereabouts. That way, yeah, that'll do. Then we're going to add another switch here. And there it is. Now we'll run this back to this switch. There. That's not too bad either. Nice. Alright, so just looking at what we got now, obviously I got to lay the track on this part. But what I'm thinking is we come in from this way, cross over the log pond track, and then swing around to the loading track. And to go to the either the log pond track or our line to the logging camp, we'll get on this switch here. And probably have another switch right here, branching off into a yard here. That make a little more sense? I think it does, at least to me. So let's do that. Demolish these rails. Put in this switch. There we are. Oh, looks like it lined. Oh no, we got some overlap here. It's fine. Zoop. Okay. And we'll do a long sweeping curve to this track here. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Oh yes, that looks very nice. And maybe, just maybe, we can extend this one if we have a long train. That way we can get them loaded up and without having to do too much switching. kind of a ladder track here. I think maybe we'll have a turnaround. 2, I don't know. 3 sidings for now seems pretty good. Just for storing cars. Let's make them each 50 meters. And I am kind of overbuilding everything right now anyway, because we only have 3 rail cars to our name. Yes, I bought a couple in between, in the break. Alright, cleared it back to Sawmill Junction. So now we'll go ahead and lay the track we missed. There we are. So now we actually do have access to the sawmill from the main line. And I like what I'm seeing here. I know we've got another line here that goes nowhere. So I don't know what I want to do with that yet. Maybe we'll link it back up to the main line, have one big reverse loop. I'm not sure. I'll think about that. But we have that option. So now I want to go to the logging camp. So let me see here. It looks pretty flat until you get there, but I know better. Having practiced in this game a couple times, I know that this is actually a very hilly area. Using the powers of a railroad's chief engineer, I am analyzing the terrain. So we could probably hug this hill and then shoot across here. This is relatively flat. Hug the bottom of this hill. And then also flat again until we get over here. Probably need to be on a gradient by now. Then we circle around the base of that hill on a gradient, and we'll arrive on kind of a plateau for the logging camp. I think step 1 is loop around the bases of these hills. And I think instead of a fill, I want to go with, wait for it, a trestle. Okay, bring that trestle right to about, come on, right there. That's good. Now we can switch back to a fill. Nope, not that. Now we're gonna bring it this way. I think I'm going to go ahead and put a 0.5% grade on that. Then actually, you know what? I'm going to kind of make kind of a horseshoe curve here to link up with that. And I want to make it on like a 1% trestle. So 1%. I don't want 30 meters. That's a little rough. $50, $60 is probably good. I'll bring that to about there. And probably a -60. in the opposite direction. That'll do. And we've gained quite a bit of elevation here. How much more do we need? Not too awful lot. If we kept on like this, we'd almost be there. So let me see here. Where do I want to come at this from? The left side or the right side? We're gonna have some kind of station at Snickering here. By the way, this is the town of Snickering. I've decided to name it that, in reference to the Pickering Lumber Company. We got a lot of open ground here. I think I'm going to come in from this side, branch off to the loading areas, and then have kind of a yard or turnaround loop here. Yeah, I like that. And another trestle here. And this is the plateau. I can get a good vantage point on it. 0% gradient should be fine. Okay, so we come around here, and we'll branch off right about here is fine. Falling, yay. Put switch here. And then run some tracks this way. Oh, I hope I didn't cut it the corner too short. Oh, that's a sharp corner. Nope. Messed that up. So the switch should be probably like here. You know what, just for look's sake, I want to cut this trestle back too. And redo that. So, put the switch here. Right into the side of a shed. Okay, that looks better. How are we doing? Follow it back here. Gets a little tight, not gonna lie. But I think I can work with that. Okay, perfect. Well, not perfect. I just said I could work with it. Let's look at the map. No, zoom in, please. Thank you. Okay, wow. Yeah, that's a pretty sharp curve. But, you know, it's like I said, I can work with it. I can work with it. And we'll have another switch. We'll come up. Probably another switch right about here. Yeah, let's worry about that first. Methinks I over-calculated. Wait, maybe not. Wish I could run a little bit faster than this. Oh. No, sir. No, sir, Bob. Okay. Okay, that's a little sharp, but you know what? We can just do this. This one. This one. Oh, that goes right through a house. That will never do. Okay, bring it out to right about here. Yeah, that's fine. And now take it over to that switch. Too sharp? No, not too sharp. Okay, good. That one worked out. Now we just take this and connect it up to that switch. Nope. Connect it to this switch. Zerp. That's not too bad either. How are we looking on the map? That's okay. It's okay. I think I want one big reverse loop here. I want to have kind of a depot of sorts right here. And then there. Can we link it up? Looks good. Ooh, little sharpish, but it's fine. It's all fine. So we bring the tracks out here. And then we'll bring it around to connect to the little tiny depot track here. There we go. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Da, 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 da. Looks pretty good. Alright. What's up? Okay, so there's our logging camp layout. I think what a train will do is come up and run through the reversing track, maybe stop at the depot if that's a thing it needs to do, and then comes out to the switches, picks up either cordwood or logs, and then heads back to the sawmill here. Goodness, this is some tight curvature. Good thing we've got a little tiny 040 like Betsy to run this line. Alright, back at the sawmill. Now we got some clever track laying to do. Gonna have to rework some of the grades that have... Oh, what the heck is this? What the heck is this? This... No. No, 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 and definitely not. Alright, this isn't too bad. I mean, it's sharp, sure, but we do have a functional kind of reverse loop here. And now I need to make a Y track here. This is going to be interesting to operate, but again, it's fine. We'll work with it. Attach to that, okay. That's not too bad. So whereabouts do we need a switch for here? Probably like right there. Right abouts here. Of course that... Oh, actually that works fine. Okay. Why don't we actually do a little bit of this? Lay like 5 meters. And then the switch. Let me see, this is gonna go this way. well, let's see. Let's just see what this does. Run it back over here. There's the link. Oh, this isn't too bad. Yeah, I like this. This is okay. Now we just gotta figure out how to make that work. Oof. Hope I didn't just mess this up. How does this look? Ugh. Ugh. Ew. I don't like that. What if we did this? What if we did this? Hook that up to there. Very nice. Tree, tree, tree. And then this up to... Whoops, come on. Look out. Trees. This. That actually does not look bad at all. That looks really good, actually. So, there we have it, folks. A very nice reverse loop and Y track with another reverse loop. We can actually have a closed circuit of operations on the logging branch now. That is excellent. That one can stay. This one goes, this one goes. This one, that one stays, this one goes. That one stays, and this one goes. I could write a whole song about that. Delete that one. Okay. So, now that we've got the logging branch complete, I think it's time for something special. Well, Betsy, are you ready for your time to shine? Let me see here. If I can open the darn hatch. There we go. Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop. There we go. Let me look at my map here. I'm going to bring Betsy out of the siding, couple her up to our 3 flat cars, and take her to the logging camp. Now, our flat cars are only good for hauling logs right now, so we're not going to take them to the sawmill, although we will need to bring logs to the sawmill at some point. We're just going to bring them back to the freight depot to make our first little bit of money here. If we look at this little screen, we'll see I have $1,400. So we'll see what 3 loads of logs nets us. We can go ahead and take our little locomotive out for her first run. Oh, I love that. Brakes off. Slow it down, Betsy. Don't want to go too fast. We are in the yard, after all. We don't want to highball through the yard. Make sure this switch is lined. It is. Okay. Let me see here. Add link, add pin. Good old link and pin couplers will help us link up to these freight cars over here. Little closer, little closer, little bit closer. Stop! Okay, not close enough, so bring it back just little teeny tiny baby step. And pin. Release that handbrake. Boing. Link and pin. Alright. Bring it back a little more. Alright, that's good. That's good. Pin. Handbrake. Link pin. Little more. Little more. Little more. Little more. Little more. Almost there. Call that good. Did I forget to put a link and pin in this? No. Here we go. There. I'm inside the car. Boing. Boing. Handbrake. Off. Alright, we've got our train. Now I'll just make sure we're lined for the main line. We are. Excellent. And when we get to Sawmill Junction, we'll have to throw that switch. But, let's go. Look at little Betsy go. Love the steam effects. Whistle at my house. Flip the switch. Alright, we are now lined for the logging branch. And now that I think about it, there's one thing I forgot to do. Oops. Make that two things. There we go. Now it's official. Sawmill Junction. Well, we're on a little bit of a grade here, so I'll give her a little more throttle. Oh, this is a sharp curve. Oh, it's a little rough. A little spicy, but Betsy handles it like a champ. Alright, coming on to our first trestle. And it's level for now, but we're going to hit a grade sooner or later. Pretty neat view. Just this little tiny choo-choo above the trees on a trestle. See all the mountains in the background. Somewhere back there is an iron ore mine and a coal mine that we're going to get to eventually. And on the other side of these mountains is an oil well and refinery that we'll have to link up with. All in due time. All in due time. Coming across the last trestle here. So actually real quick, I'm going to make sure we're lined for the reverse loop. And we'll finally bring Betsy into the little depot here. I mean, I guess technically it's not really a depot per se. It's more like what they call a flag stop. You only really stop at this, quote, station, unquote, if you need to. Like if they have people traveling here or some goods to load. Alright, go ahead and brake. Do a little more brake than that. Come on. Wow. Compared to Betsy, these flat cars are really heavy. They're pushing her. Oof. Alright, so I'm just going to add a little water tower while I'm here. Betsy doesn't need water right now, but always helps to plan ahead. There we are. That's a wonderful little shot. I'm going to come out of the reverse loop. I'm going to stop on that little trestle here, and then we're going to reverse into the log loading siding. Go back here. And as we pass the switch stand here, I'll give us some handbrake. There we go. Okay. Alright, we gotta give it a little bit of throttle here. Atta girl, Betsy. Give him a shove. Don't shove too hard. You'll strain yourself. Alright, we're in the very sharp curve here. Ooh. It's rough, but we're making it. We want these cars lined up with these cranes. That'll do. That'll do. Go ahead and load us some logs here. Whoa! Watch out for that. Well, that's odd. Both cranes loaded this car. Can you still load that car next? Okay, yeah, that'll work. Now, we'll shove back so we can load this last car. And I can get a look at how many cars this spur can take. Oh, that'll work. Yep, that'll work. So that's 3 cars there. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. We could probably get a 6-car train in here, as it is. Alright, that is our whole train loaded. Let's get back to Depotville. You know what? We'll do this. We'll head through the reverse loop, just for funsies. Leave those lined. Yeah, leave those lined. Okay. That'll work. Coming over the little crossover here. Oh, I forgot to actually extend the log pond spur. Alright, we'll do that another time, but if we were actually delivering to the sawmill, that is the track we would be on right now. This is neat. I like this. This is really neat. We'll just head through the reversing loop here. So I think next episode, if I'm not running another log train, I'll catch you up on the building progress in that direction. Okay, here's the Y at Sawmill Junction. Going through it very nicely. And we get to the switch we were at earlier, and it should kick itself over for us. God bless spring switches. Or, no, variable switches are good. Yes, I am a railroader. I'm learning these things. Well, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. The first revenue freight train into the Depotville Depot. Go ahead and unload that. Unload that. There we go. So I think we had $1,400 before we started. Let's see what this nets us. We are now up to $1,580. Wow, $180 for 3 carloads of logs. I'm going to need to run a lot of freight trains with this. Run by the station here. Hi, old man Jenkins. And that's good. Bring her to a nice, easy stop. Oh, I guess I could have brought her in the other way. Now we'll fill the roundhouse with smoke. Oh well, it's fine. We got ventilation, right? That's fine. Just put the brakes on. We'll dump the fire. Oh Lord, it's all the way up there. I don't think I needed to really fire it up after I left the logging camp, but it's fine. It's all fine. Alright, Betsy. You can have a good night's rest. I've got a lot of freight trains to run and get some money. But our next big objective would be to build to the smelter and the iron ore mine and this little town here, which I don't want to spoil anything too badly for you, but it does have a name. We'll get to that at some point. And I do have my route planned out to get there. We'll see that in a future episode. I don't know exactly what I want next episode to be. Maybe I'll buy a couple more flat cars and we'll run a really long log train. Maybe we'll deliver something to the sawmill. Maybe we'll pick up some beams and lumber that they process there. I don't know. We'll think about it. But that will be a successful episode, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Curtis Watson. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more if you enjoyed. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.